Okay. Oh, just listening to music. No, I'm not. So I robbed the food bank again. I am a serial food bank robber. I show up. I'm like, give me that goddamn cereal. And they're like, sure, you can have the cereal, sir. So now this is a interesting thing. If you watched Roseanne back when the show first started in the 90s, this is the type of shit, just like that milk jug I got. The milk jug, I'll show you in a minute. So it's yellowing, and there's nothing, even bleach won't necessarily fix that. Polyflex, like a name, P-O-L-L-Y. Hi, post your name, Polyflex. Republic, I'm guessing that's the plastic company. Check this out, Niles, Illinois. You thought I was joking about Roseanne. No, I wasn't joking. But this is very useful. It tells me I have exactly 12 ounces of grapes left. Went from 96 ounces to 12 ounces from, I guess, the beginning of the winter till now. And there are millions of grapes out there hanging off the vines. Okay, what time is it? We got several minutes till the news starts, I guess. Oh. Don't worry, I got marijuana here somewhere. I got these bags of Ludo, though. Come on, YouTube, you can do it. See, this is why I need a watch. I could stand here and look at it. If you put your watch on the outside of this hand, that's to show other people. Turn it upside down so we can see what time it is. No, because you go like this. Do you know how hard that is on your elbow and your wrist? Oh, it hurts to do that now. Let's see. Press 2021-07-09 space 19. I'm gonna say 50. Don't let anybody stand in your way, bro. My karma, your karma, your karma, karma, my karma, your karma, karma, your karma, your karma, my karma, karma, YouTube, this is the worst. You look a lot like a bitch. Yeah, I got my water than beach. My diamonds are richer than Kiwi. Like I'm living like a beast. Yo, ain't no bread for a treat. Yo, watch this money up there. My family get hit. Yo, walk my reference again. Fuck with the family go black. They tell me to make it look easy. I like you walk on smoking up too easy. I love it like you're full. Yo, I'm on the side of the bullet. My karma, your karma, your karma, my karma, your karma. Why do I have to reset these every time? God damn it. Yeah, it just, whatever experience I'm presenting here is just useless. I got the leaky box attached to it. They had a potato this fucking big. I left it there.
She said I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. See the pain in their heart and their chest. She said I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. See the pain in their heart and their chest. I love the rain when it falls, yeah, I'm blessed. For the fame and the cars and the jets, I had them thinking I was gone to the psych ward.
Here comes the morning after.
I can't save her, I'm no lifeguard. Maybe you can get the deed, but I
Keep the
might
mice
charge.
on it.
Pull up to the spot, they're like, who is that there? Hands up, give me the loot like a cashier. What you thought? Are you dumb? I don't play
Are
shit.
you
I
dumb?
killed you.
Are you on the run? Did you lose your gun? Would you like to cop another one?
I'm a different man now. These faces. Fucking said it, I'ma get that finish. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it. Yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest.
Oh, it's got a picture of a dolphin, so I know it's good. Lots of dolphin in this one.
They don't like it.
You don't even have to read in this fucking country. Look, what is it? It's whatever you call that.
Just a rental, had to drop it off at Enterprise. Shell cases
Del
in the whip, had to check it twice.
Monte, really?
Shit, they get good advice.
Hey, I don't like none of you people that work for Del Monte or the other one.
The reason why your wife said she met a guy. Minutes in a swisher just to get it
Oh, I find you in the jungle.
We are not
I'm
the
a
same
few you
kind.
like a
You gotta pay dues, I already paid twice. Y'all don't make moves, all you do is waste time. I'ma always be woke while you haters stay blind. Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest. Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like
It's
it,
a small
yeah, I
convenience
bet.
store
I see
bag.
the pain
It
in
will
their
come up
heart and
again
their
later.
chest.
It'll take you too long to get anything done. Mushrooms. Oh, I swear to God. You thought I meant a can or something, man.
Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest. Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest. I love the rain when it falls, yeah, I'm blessed. Of the fame and the cars and the jets, I had them thinking I was gone to the psych ward. I never left to live the life you would die for. Tell that hoe I can't save her, I'm no lifeguard. Maybe you can get the deed, but I might charge. Pull up to the spot, they're like, who is that there? Hands up, give me the loot like a cashier. What you thought? Are you dumb? I don't play shit. I killed you and your brother with the same clip. That bullshit you been talking boys ain't shit. I'm a different man now, leave your face. Fucking said it, I'ma get that finish. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest. Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet.
No, I keep it real. I got first world problems. Like I need dental care, and I got the benefits. Thanks, Thanks, Uncle. That's why I get two.
Yeah, we are not the same kind. You gotta pay dues, I already paid twice. Y'all don't make moves, all you do is waste time. I'ma always be woke while you haters stay blind. Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest.
Healthy.
Fucking said it, I'ma get that spinach. I be sinning, I'm winning. They don't like it, yeah, I bet. I see the pain in their heart and their chest.
I assumed they were V8. They're Campbell's. My bad. I didn't mean no disrespect, Ma Campbell. But they look just like V8, but they're like the Japanese import version. Look, it's a picture. Again, you don't have to know how to read. It's a picture of a tomato. Oh, we got horrible lighting in here. By the way, if you ever get stranded somewhere, save all your like food tins, whatever, anything shiny. Sounds dumb. You throw your metal tins all over the side of the mountain. Every plane that goes by.
On a a residential street in Mississauga.
Yeah, he left his children.
We speak with a woman who knows the victim. Denis Shapovalov put up a fight, but he fell to Novak Djokovic in today's Wimbledon semi. And the Jays open a new series in Tampa Bay. Sports at 15.
I could try
all the markets, the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ all closing at record highs. Business at 26.
I'm hoping to record highs.
401.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Christine Lagos.
And this report is brought to you by Simply Financial. We sure have our problems on the major routes. Eastbound 401 approaching Trafalgar. The ramp lane is still blocked because of an earlier problem with the stalled tractor trailer and ongoing fuel spill cleanup, which it appears they're just starting. It's slow from east to Guelph line to approaching the Trafalgar ramp, and it's also very slow at the Guelph line ramp. And past that, eastbound 401 is heavy. Dixie Collectors south of Pearson Express to Leslie, Victoria Park to east of Warden in the Collectors. And we have an issue eastbound 401 approaching Markham Road in the Collectors. The ramp lane as well as the right lane blocked with the crash. Heavy going from approaching McCowan in the Collectors. On the westbound 401 west of Weston in the Express, stalled tractor trailer blocking the right lane. Just in general, a slowdown westbound 401 from the 404 alternately Express and Collectors across to Dixon and from Mavis Express to west of Trafalgar. Problems have cleared from the northbound 410 north of the 407. We have a slowdown from Derry to Williams Parkway. And if you're traveling on the southbound 400, it's jammed from approaching Finch to south of Shepherd. That's where the 3 right lanes are getting are closed off because of another stalled tractor trailer. Heavy tow is on.
And there's 0 left lanes in this one.
Through, so it's very slow going. On the
It's the second lane from the left. Wait, I mean, it's the second lane from the right because there's 3 lanes.
And then westbound QEW is slow from Ford Drive to Trafalgar, 3rd line to the 403 ramp in Burlington. You'll find it heavy on the eastbound QEW from 3rd line to Ford Drive and from southbound to Dixie.
Oh, there's nothing in this. Water, tomato puree, salt,
Mills, and from Steeles to north of Elgin Mills. Not having monthly fees means no monthly fee increases. Switch to a Simply Financial no-fee checking.
No, it doesn't mean that. You can increase them at any time. You charge 1 penny and you increase.
Your next report is at 4:11. Now with the forecast, here's Carl Lamb.
Thanks, Christine. And we have a few showers out towards the west end at this point and near Hamilton.
Run showers on a gunny
really
day.
Not much of an issue today, and it's mainly cloudy across the GTA as well. Temperatures drop down to 15 degrees tonight. Tomorrow, brilliant sunshine. You'll need the sunscreen if you're spending any prolonged period of time out.
Considering they've been telling us for 15 years that it causes skin cancer, why would you need the sunscreen? I'm confused. What was the purpose you're putting it on for? Because you, Mr. White Man, you get darker when the sun shines on you, and I don't. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Dining earlier than expected. The province entering step 3 of reopening 1 week from today. But this comes as several major countries.
The purpose cannot be to prevent skin cancer because it causes skin cancer. Okay, I don't smoke cigarettes to prevent lung cancer. That, you know, it don't work that way.
An indoor dinner at a restaurant could be on your agenda next Friday. The province stepping up step 3. It's going to start July 16th, and the capacity limits are very notable.
I think we
here.
can
The
conclude from this:
government is
water,
going to
tomato
allow
puree,
no
salt,
capacity
ascorbic acid.
restrictions for bars or indoor
That
restaurants.
V8's been ripping
You
us
will,
off
though,
for a
still
long
have to
time.
physically distance. Gyms and movie theaters can
Tastes
open,
exactly
but
the
with
same.
50% capacity.
That tastes exactly
Indoor
the same,
religious
and there's
ceremonies
no other
can go ahead
vegetables
with
in
no
there.
capacity restrictions, and the capacity limits will also be removed for barbers and salons. And for the first time, Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Kieran Moore, told us what he's looking for to almost end restrictions entirely.
The province will remain in step 3 of the roadmap for at least 21 days. If at that time, 80%
Can you
of the
say
eligible
lambda?
population
It sounds like a
aged
Russian
have received
Lamborghini.
1 dose of a COVID-19
I just bought the new
and 75% have received their second
Lambda
dose. Then the
14
vast
edition
majority
with the
of public health and work safety
COVID-19
measures
transmission.
will be lifted.
Masking requirements will remain in place. The
6
doctor
to 1
says
transmission
he foresees
ratio,
that going on
graduate.
for a little while yet. I'm Richard Southern.
So the mayor says he supports the decision to enter step 3. In a statement, Tory says it's the right thing to do because of lower case counts and higher vaccination rates. He says city staff will review the regulations and work to implement them ASAP.
While we continue to see lower daily case counts, several countries around the world continue to struggle with the Delta variant. The UK has seen daily coronavirus infections hit a near 6-month high as COVID spreads among younger age groups, many of whom have yet to receive a first dose of a vaccine. Russia reporting almost 26,000 new cases, the biggest one-day increase since January 2nd. The Netherlands reporting nearly 6,000, up 626%.
Yeah, but we beat Austria and then we smoked
Rising of the Associated Press officials in Thailand Island
Czech
have
Republic,
announced new
or
restrictions
whatever.
as well.
No, North Macedonia.
Implemented a number of new measures. They already have some strict mask guidelines where you have to wear a mask in public all the time, and they take your temperature as you go into stores, all that sort of thing. But
What? Go on, Mr. White Man. What happened? What happened?
Introduce an overnight curfew and other measures.
Australia, South Korea, and Pakistan also struggling to contain another wave
this
of
is not the orange
infections
from
while
the
each
food bank.
country
This is the orange
scrambles
from
to
lunch.
secure vaccines.
Horrible discovery in Mississauga. Man found lying on the sidewalk with critical injuries. He later dies in hospital. Field police homicide now on the case. 680 Smart
Did he get beat to death? Because that happens a lot up here. Like with fists. It happens a lot up here.
This is not
You're worried about people with guns and knives. There's people that will beat you to death with their fists.
in the morning when the 911 call came in for a man running and screaming up and down the street and later found lying on the ground.
Guys running around with
it happened right
battle axes, swords, like not a sword, two swords. That guy's got a sword. Well, I got a sword too. He's like, yeah, I got a second sword. Fuck.
But Portia tells me the man who died is her tenant, a father in his late 20s. He also did some work fixing up her house.
Oh, yeah, because you wouldn't fix it up. You cheap. There's red money this month.
Peel Original Police say there has been no arrests at this time. There are no suspect descriptions.
The first of the month was last week. He cannot collect off his estate.
They might be looking for here, and certainly no information about how and why such a violent morning unfolded. In Mississauga, I'm Mark Douglas.
680 news time, 4:07. The death toll in the Florida condo collapse.
My credit
has
score
risen
is
to
478
78 after 14 bodies were pulled from the rubble. The mayor of Miami-Dade County says rescue workers have pledged
You
to
fucking
keep up the
poured
search for
water
victims
on
until
it,
they
then
clear all
fire.
debris
While you're
at the
digging
site.
at it sideways,
Search and recovery
you know the people you killed?
continued their efforts throughout the night and today.
We've seen the Chileans and the Chinamen come out of the mine weeks, months
Recovery
after.
is moving forward with great urgency as we work 24 hours a day on the pile to recover victims and bring closure to all of the families still waiting.
An additional 62 people still unaccounted for since the June 24th collapse in Surfside, Florida.
Yeah, we'll check gas and cottage country traffic next.
Everyone to the yoga mat, please. I'm Max, professional dream catcher.
They didn't explain what knocked it over yet. Okay. If you watch movies and you're stupid, you probably think if you hit a building, it'll fall down. You could hit the building with something 10 times the mass of the building. It'll bend. Oh, yeah, there was water rusting out the steel. Okay. What pushed the building over? Okay, you ever stack up like some bricks and put a fucking piece of wood on top and that's your table? It didn't just fall over. You had to like push it if you wanted it to fall over, right? Am I not making sense?
Local Ontario Subaru dealers.
Because you're not drunk.
And if you're heading northbound on 400, we're seeing delays
Subaru dealers.
all the way up to King Vaughan. And then you're going to notice it is slow from King Road all the way up to Canal Road. And again,
you know King Vaughan?
89. And then in Barrie, from Mapleview Drive to basically the split. If you're on the eastbound 401, we're seeing delays from Liverpool in the Express and Collector.
So the commercials for Ontario Place from 1994, the black girl has to sit in the back of the water slide ride. 2 white people in the front, black girls in the back. I forgot that commercial, okay? I forgot.
Listen to this. On August 28th and 29th.
That girl is so if we go back in time, she's probably like 5 or 6 years older than me. And I'm still.
The reason.
Oh, and the other thing that bugged me, so I saw people urban exploring Ontario Place. These kids think it takes half an hour to drive from the lakeshore to Vaughan. Half an hour. Oh, no, they must be driving their parents' car, drifting all the way. They said that part of the reason Ontario Place closed was because Paramount Canada's Wonderland opened up. You think I'm walking from fucking King and Jameson to Paramount to Vaughan?
Monkey.
And that's why I laugh. They call it King Vaughan Road. We got King Street here, just like there's a King Street in every city in Canada for some reason. We haven't had a King since 1952. Or probably earlier. And then you got Vaughan is like the next city north of Toronto. And then the last city in the GTA on the maps to the north is King. I knew a kid that came with it. It's nothing. There's nothing there.
It's the right lane that's blocked for this fuel spill cleanup. So as a result, it's jammed rather as you approach the Guelph Line ramp, and then it's still going from east of Guelph Line to approaching Trafalgar. And the MTO is saying that this might take until approximately 5:30 to reopen. So let's hope it's sooner rather than later. Eastbound 401 busy across the city.
So the same size as this bag here, I filled with water bottles and maybe 4 cans. And again, everything's at a scale. So this is a 2-liter carton of milk. It's not. I'm playing. This is a 2-liter carton of milk. It's not either. Don't worry. All right. Is that a close enough size comparison? So I think I picked up about 3 dozen empty bottles, but I wasn't counting them. I stuffed that bag full. Every single possible brand of water bottle you could imagine.
To west of here, Ontario, Ford Plant to Trafalgar.
I'm gonna start selling bottles that say donkey piss on the label. Here's the best part. It's gonna be a brown bottle that you can't see through. And we're gonna charge $1 more than anybody else. Like it'll be printed on the bottle, $4.79. What the fuck? Those donkey piss has gotta be good.
Renovate with confidence at HomeRenoDirect.com. Your next report is at 4:21.
They're borrowing money, using some of it to get by on the day-to-day, but they have to do the reno to justify getting the money. But they don't know what renovations entails. These people are constantly throwing money at contractors that don't have a fucking clue. Because if they get the house renovated, it will increase the value. No, we can't buy it once you renovate it because you want more money, and then we have to rip out all the stupid shit you did.
Across the GTA. Right now, it is 18 at Pearson, 20 at 680 News.
It hasn't rained since I left the house.
15.
Now the Dynamic Funds Market Minute, Richard.
James, stocks higher today.
So my name is Richard James. Remember that?
Just shy of a record. Look at the U.S. stock benchmarks, all the major ones closing at record highs. The Dow up 448 points, 34,870. S&P up 1.1%. The Nasdaq up 142 points.
Why am I refrigerating
sell-off yesterday, and investors, it seems, eager to buy that dip. Gold at 1,809 U.S. The ounce, and the Canadian dollar.
So it up and then down and then up and then down and then up and then down. So
I think that investment fees are all that matter.
Useless. You're
Sometimes
useless,
the
bro.
quest for wealth isn't so simple. Learn the true value of advice at dynamic.ca/advice.
At jackpotcity.net, you can do amazing things with just one casino chip.
These people will always give you what you want, sort of. Okay, this plastic is insane. If you could, rats couldn't chew through this. The rat will show up and bring it to you. Here, open this bastard so we can eat your toes after. All them stupid little thin plastic wrappers off the individual slices, you melt them together and made one big thick fucking piece, man. What the fuck? Oh, can I open this? Damn, I'm gonna starve up in this bitch.
Monitoring rates directly to our customers. Switch your current
next
alarm
is gonna be
system
the
or
market
select from
minute.
one of our customizable installation packages. Choose the monitoring center for your home security. Think security, think the monitoring center. Why? Because we care.
I did intend to wash the package, I just forgot to. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. This rough edge here, that's on purpose to make it look more quote unquote natural.
Stories this hour.
News you can use.
Like there's a special blade that fucks it up on purpose.
On Friday, July 16th.
And that's a little ahead of schedule. Indoor dining is back, as well as gyms and theaters. For a full rundown of what it means for you, go to 680news.com. By the word of warning from the global community, the UK has seen daily coronavirus infections hit a near 6-month high. Russia reporting almost 26,000 new cases, the biggest one-day increase since January. The Netherlands reporting nearly 6,000 new cases, up more than 600% from last week.
Yes, was it the British variant or South African? Or the Brazilian? Hey, wait a second. What the fuck's going on here? Or the Indian? Hey, wait a second. Those are jokes about world history and the Netherlands in particular.
Shapovalov just 1 for 11 in breakpoint opportunity.
5 years. Although, of course, he does then go on to do even more extraordinary and different things, but on the tracks, etc., etc. So he's very precocious. He does a lot really early on. And no wonder he had to sort of take a break and have a rest.
I picked the first tomatoes of the year yesterday.
Yeah, it was prolific to a point where it was almost ridiculous, almost Shakespearean. But yeah, there was actually a musical that came through town while we were still allowed to go to the theater. I guess it was at the Ed Murvish Theater. So, Girl from the North Country.
Yes.
And yeah, some of the music where it was tailored to a different narrative there, but it was based on Dylan music. You know, there are people for whom this guy has acquired a certain transcendence, Howard, that even if he read a bus schedule.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. It's not that he's particularly skilled. These guys will admit it to you, too, if you because I think at one point in time in their careers, like people like Neil Young or Bruce Springsteen, I think at one point in their careers, they sort of let it slip, like, I'm not really doing anything. You guys just seem to love it anyway. And somebody says, shut up and don't ever say that again, or we'll kill you because we love you that much. And then they don't say it ever again.
Oh, sure, or Charles Dickens or T.S. Eliot, Tennessee Williams. I mean, he's that kind of...
Okay. Do you have a crappy phone, or did you just call that person P.S. Eliot?
Important writer. You know, top level, #1, Nobel Prize winning writer, fantastic. And so, you know, one is sort of in awe of him, really. And also, he's given the world so much pleasure because those songs are terrific. And the concerts are exciting and moving and powerful.
You do not need to refrigerate eggs. I tested that.
He's worked really hard. There's lots of albums, lots of music. There's been lots and lots of shows. So he hasn't sort of been lazy. So, you know, I feel lots of admiration for him, really.
He's
Your Honor, how am I supposed to slice me tomatillos?
You mentioned the Nobel Prize. He didn't even show up to cop the prize. He sent somebody, or I guess he just sent a letter that was read by, who was it?
Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? My goodness me. Fancy getting the Nobel Prize and not even turning up. I mean,
you're criticizing. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a fucking empty fucking gesture, isn't it?
About that in the book, and I think it's really
he showed up, you'd have criticized that.
From his point of view, he didn't expect it and didn't perhaps think he deserved it. Because he says, you know, I'm not a writer who writes for a publisher or for publication of a book. I'm not a writer like I don't know, John Steinbeck was one of his heroes who got the Nobel Prize. I'm a writer who writes stuff to sing, so it's a different medium. You know, it's different. It doesn't really work on the page, but it works when he sings it. And therefore, he felt he wasn't really perhaps eligible for it. And then he wrote this extraordinary speech where he compares himself to Shakespeare and Homer. You know, Homer, for goodness sake. And he said, oh, well, they wrote stuff to be performed too, so maybe they wouldn't have got
your friend is looking confused right now about who Homer is. Don't tell him.
On the other hand, he said, you know, here I am with Shakespeare and Homer, which is audacious, to say the least.
Maybe he meant Homer Simpson. I mean, because there was a side of him that actually liked to delve into comedy. And I've got to talk about that. I got to ask you, Howard, hang on just for a moment when we come back. Because some are saying, you know, he bottomed out on this project where he was working with the head writer of Seinfeld, no less. So I wanted to come into that phase of Dylan's career.
I know mangoes enough to know that's just about right.
Sort of got launched on this date back in 1962.
I've delivered fruit like I work at a supermarket. That's why they
talk about that with the quintessential author behind Bob Dylan, Howard Soons. The book is Down the Highway, The Life of Bob Dylan, reissued this month with a newly expanded edition. So, damn it.
to buy your luxury waterfront listing. Reach out to the Park Muskoka team today. Visit mymuskokacottages.com.
Are you ready to beat the summer heat and actually shop in a real store? FactoryDirect.ca.
Will this go bad ever?
We have over 10,000 air conditioners and fans.
Lactose-free original cream cheese product.
Cabanas, patio umbrellas, bistro sets, and much, much more.
Lactose-free. There's no milk in this at all, is there? Cream. Okay, well. But it's cream cheese, so you can write the word, yeah, because it's cream cheese, there's cream. I don't trust you people. You're from the same place Cosby's from. I don't trust you people. Cream, evaporated skim milk. I'm not eating it. I don't know why I care.
I'd start liking Mondays.
Probably.
But everybody hates Mondays, so I'd suddenly be
Not drug dealers.
living on the fringes of society.
You must have some crappy type of life like that.
You get $1,000 every day for life.
Then TGIM, baby, and every other day too.
The Daily Grand Lottery draws every Monday and Thursday. Buy tickets in store and online at olg.ca.
680 News Time, 421.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Christine.
And this report is brought to you by 407 ETR on the eastbound 401 approaching Trafalgar. The right lane is blocked off. It's all because of an earlier problem with the stalled tractor trailer and the subsequent fuel spill cleanup. So they're still on scene here. It's jammed on the eastbound 401, first of all, at the ramp to Guelph Line, and then from east of Guelph Line to approaching Trafalgar. Eastbound 401 is then slow from Dixie Collector south of Pearson Express all the way across to Leslie, from Victoria Park to east of Warden in the Collectors, and again approaching Markham Road in the Collectors where problems have cleared. On the westbound 401 approaching West, need watch for a bumper that's in the center lane, and westbound 401 west of West, and in the Express.
401?
Stalled tractor trailer
Bumper
is
in the, what? Which lane? Westbound?
right
What
lane.
you called bumper?
404 the Express from Bayview
You
to
heard her.
400
You
in the
get to make a
Collectors.
donation to the
Collectors are
charitable
definitely
cause of
in
your
better shape.
choice.
Westbound 401 is heavy from Mavis Express to west of Trafalgar. Expect delays on the northbound Don Valley 404 from Queen to York Mills, Steeles to 16th Avenue. If you're heading in on the southbound 400, we still have this stalled tractor trailer south of
You call it bumper car, bingo, or how about traffic jam, ticket scratching, or I just faded. I gotta smoke a gun. Or
Queenie from Cherry to west of Strawn, Humber Bridge off and on to west of Pure Ontario, from the Ford plant to Trafalgar, and from Third Line out to the 403 ramp in Burlington.
you don't know how many people die on these fucking roads. No, you don't realize. If you've been listening to these, watching these videos, you have heard probably 500 people die.
Down to Dixie. Get a 407 ETR web account today to be eligible for exclusive offers and be the first to know about new promos. Find out at 407etr.com. Your next report is at 4:31. Now with the forecast, here is Carl Lamb.
Well, any chance for showers we get tonight will be very, very light in nature, and we're dropping down to 15 degrees with mainly cloudy conditions. For tomorrow, 26 will be the high, lots of sunshine, just a really beautiful day across GTA. Might be one of the nicest days of the summer, just a comfortably warm, not humid at all. And then for Sunday, 23 degrees, mostly cloudy. We've got some afternoon rain showers, really going to be quite different than Saturday. And then unsettled as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and for pretty much the rest of next week.
Today's Friday. What comes in between Friday and Saturday?
The humidity is back to, we're up to 25 for Monday. Right now, it is 18 at Pearson, 20 degrees downtown, and tonight's overnight low is 15.
Coming up at the bottom of the hour, a week from today, we take a flying leap into step 3 ahead of schedule. For a full rundown of what it means for you, go to 680news.com. And a word of warning from the global community is Delta cases spike in several countries. This is 680 News.
Hey there, I'm Tom C. Slater, the president of The Simple Investor. At The Simple Investor, we know that everyone wants to own investment real estate, but don't want to manage tenants. Our latest release in London offers hands-free management, guaranteed rent, and no tenant interaction. 750 square foot one-bedroom investor units are only $269,000. To find out more, go to thesimpleiinvestor.com today. The Simple Investor. We make the world's real estate investment simple.
Getting your vaccine is a way out of this pandemic.
And 680 News is here to help.
Keep listening.
It's not the price. Like, oh, I guess he's never seen that much money. I've seen much more, buddy. $269,000. You're gonna lock it up in a unit of some weird type of trust? Are you on fucking drugs? There, so you could spend $269,000 on crack, and you'll probably still have a better time than trying to be a landlord without really being a landlord, or whatever fucking game that is. I just want them to give me money. I don't want to actually unclog a toilet ever.
You learned more about clarinets and parallelograms in school than about investing and homeownership? This is for you. Frequency Podcast Network presents Teach Me How to Adult.
Siri, stop that.
Finance, and yes, how to actually fold a fitted sheet. Everything you never learned growing up is here in one unfiltered.
By the way, I'm starting to see the ads on YouTube or Facebook or both, I think, reflecting not what I've searched for, watched, listened to, said, nothing. No. Things they say on the radio while we're doing these videos. I can't think of one off the top of my head. It'll hit me. Because, no, they're ads like, oh, that's interesting. They were just talking about that, and now you're trying to sell it to me. I don't remember saying I was interested in looking it up, though.
$100 down. Visit shoptoyota.ca or shop safely at your local Ontario Toyota dealer.
680, here's time for 26.
Now 680 Business Report, Richie Southern.
So, James, I've been calling around all different types of businesses to try and get a sense about who is opening next Friday. Of course, step 2 is beginning earlier than expected next Friday. Most businesses will be able to reopen, including the buffets. I talked to the head of Mandarin Buffets, and he tells us that Mandarin will be open next Friday, but just for the small plates a la carte service that it had before the last lockdown. So you're going to have to order off the menu. However, he says Mandarin will be...
This is Richard Southern. No, Richie is also the last name of a bunch of people that work there. It's my name, too. Did we cover that this episode yet? Did these bastards keep saying weird things to me?
That would make life a little bit different.
The guy that played RoboCop, his name is on the TV show, was named Richard. I know because I was watching that today. Guest starring Richard and Richard with Richard. I'm like, this is for me, I guess.
And Toronto's Fillmore's says it will be open for business next Friday. Then there's the casinos. I've been trying to pin down what's going on with the casinos.
No.
I just
your buddy say, hey, let's go to Fillmore's. I'm on the other side.
No. And they say they're happy to hear this. They don't have an opening date to confirm just yet. No firm news on the casino openings at this point. We will keep you posted. Winner on the markets today. The TSX jumped 196 points.
So it's a winner!
257, close to a record high.
Unless you're short selling. For 20 years, no, in my head or out loud, every time they say that shit, yeah, unless you're short selling. Oh, you lost money today. Well, unless you're, it's not short selling, it's the reverse. It's the options, whatever.
Canadian dollar up to 80.27 cents US. This is 680.
How much is it get?
Your employment rights with Lior Simfiru from employmentlawyer.ca.
COVID-19 has forced drastic employment changes on many Canadians in the form of layoffs, pay cuts, reduction in hours, demotions, and work relocation. What most employees don't realize is that your employer does not have a right to make significant changes to terms of employment without your consent. You don't have to accept these changes. Your employer is essentially...
Yeah, see, I told you. That cocksucker said, you're fired. I'm like, we'll see about that.
Team has helped tens of thousands of employees get the compensation they deserve when changes are made to their job. Before you accept any changes, contact me and discover why my employment law firm is the most positively reviewed firm in Canada.
Contact employment lawyer Lior Simfiru.
Because the next commercial is going to be for Search Engine Kings.
Employmentlawyer.ca.
Cottage Country, Colette.
This report brought to you by Foodland, and right now you're on the eastbound 401. The rent to Salem, we had a crash. Emergency crews are on the scene. Not sure if it has been cleared, but right now eastbound on the 401, delays approaching Brock Road Express collectors all the way to approaching the 418. If you're traveling right now,
okay, I'm not actually Shaquille O'Neal big, eh?
Northbound 400.
So from here to here is 9.5 inches.
Delays approaching Highway 7. Express collectors to north of Tustin and approaching Innocent
I'm
Beach
gonna
Road
drop
to north
the
of
fucking
Bethel.
thing.
With Cottage Country traffic on the
This is too small. I know girls that can swallow this, eh? Spit it back up.
Toronto's #1 for breaking news. traffic, and weather. This is 680 News.
Good afternoon. It's Friday, July 9th. I'm Caitlin Lee.
And I'm James Monroe. Here's this making news right now.
Theaters, gyms, indoor dining just a week away. 680 News.
That's where that weird pinky thing comes from. You know, with your pinky.
July 16th.
I don't know what else to do with it, bro.
Another vaccine milestone, but vaccination rates are lagging in the northwest part of the city. So a home stretch vaccine push is being launched this weekend to try to get those.
So that's here where I am. If you've been following along, or if you haven't, I'll refresh your memory. For a year and whatever now, they've been telling us it's our fault we're not getting vaccinated. And every time they come up with evidence that we're being treated with racial discrimination, they double down and go, no, you got to get your vaccine. Right. Oh, niggers are all vaccine hesitant. What the fuck is vaccine hesitant? Not jumping up to get whatever somebody wants to stick in your arm makes you blah, blah, blah hesitant. Call me transphobic. I'll punch you in your nose. I give a fuck what gender you are. It'll be broken. You'll get some free surgery in this country, but it won't look good.
In the express, the right lane's blocked up with a stalled transport truck. It's backed up from the 404 all the way to west of Weston in the express. If you're in the collectors, delays starting from Leslie to Avenue Road, then from the Allen to the 400 collectors. Then delays from Mavis in the express to west of Trafalgar, and slow going west of Guelph line to approaching Highway 6 South. Eastbound 401 slow east of 6 South towards Guelph line, and then from east of Guelph line to approaching Trafalgar, the right lane still blocked off for a fuel spill cleanup and a stalled transport truck. It's going to be there for about another hour, according to the MTO's latest estimate. Then delays right across Toronto from south of the airport to Leslie, and from Victoria Park to Kennedy in the collectors. From the 680 Traffic Center, here's Christine Langos.
The southbound 400 south of Shepherd, now only the right lane is blocked because of the stalled tractor trailer. It looks like they've moved it out of the way, just getting the rest of the vehicles to go also. It's jammed from approaching Steeles to south of Shepherd. Northbound John Hurley 404 is heading north of the Gardner to York Mills, Steeles to north of 16th Avenue. Delays on the westbound Gardner Queenie, DVP to west of Strawn, Humber Bridge to Roy.
I've heard traffic reports where they move the wrecked car from the left side to the right side. I swear to God.
West of Huron, Ontario. Looks like the two right lanes are blocked. It's jammed from Matheson in the collectors. Your next report is at 4:41. Now with the forecast, here is Carl Lamb.
It's just been a cloudy day all across the GTA. We are hoping to see a little bit of sunshine by the afternoon as some of these clouds will break up once that from now that the front has moved through. So temperatures head down to an overnight low of 15 degrees, and there could be a few isolated sprinkles at times tonight, but then for tomorrow, beautiful sunshine, 26 degrees. Really is going to be one of those days where you want to bottle up the weather and keep that type of heat and warmth all across the GTA for future use, but we'll have it tomorrow. 26 again is high. 18 right now. Pearson 20 at 680 News. Tonight's overnight low is 15.
This is 680 News.
Step 3 on its way next Friday. The province's key public health and other healthcare indicators have improved enough to move up the reopening plan by several days.
680's Richard Southern begins our coverage.
I like it. And you say New York
Step 3
City
is starting 5 days earlier than anticipated. A week today, July 16th. That's when you'll be able to dine indoors again and go to a bar indoors. And the government is putting no capacity restrictions on indoor dining.
Typical fucking mainstream society, dominant society, which means white people in Canada that speak English and are, I think, Anglican. I'm not Protestant. Is that the dominant religion here? See, we don't even know.
With no
every chance they got, they're talking about getting drunk. Did you say anything about it? And you're racist.
A good battle on our hands.
It's on a biological level. He wore his ass out.
When 80%,
even if he wins the next election, he's fucking finished.
I'm perceived to
look how quickly his brother went. There's certain levels of your health you don't have no control over.
requirements do remain in place. I'm Richard Southern.
For restaurants, gym owners, movie theaters, and any other small business that's been decimated by the lockdown, today's announcement about an earlier move to Step 3 is welcome news. Mike Apple reports from the 6 City Business Center. However, many will still be looking at a money-losing proposition until all limits are lifted.
Well, they can't get the employees, or they can't get the stuff they're ordering to come in on time because Amazon's just hiring everybody and they're stupid. And how am I supposed to pay my student? No,
50% capacity risk.
So the Supreme Court of Canada ruled that the government of Canada must reassign trusteeship of our Indian Capital Trust accounts totaling 2 trillion Canadian dollars. That's right. I'm worth 2 million Canadian dollars, dead or alive. That's right. If they kill, but it's an all or nothing game. If all the people that are beneficiaries of that trust die, that's when you can start talking about how you're going to steal the money, but you won't. It'll take so fucking long, it'll never fucking happen. You're just stupid for chasing that. It's crackhead pipe dreams. $2 million times 1 million Indians. I'm supposed to give a fuck about your money problems? I hope you got the one defective lock block out of every 10 trillion they build. They're cast concrete blocks. And as the cyclist swerves to not get hit by the Uber driver, he hits the block and it explodes and kills all the people on your patio. And every year we'll do a march in honor of the people that died of the thing that happened because of the other thing that happened because of the thing that happened because of COVID, because COVID's evil. No COVID.
Open clinics right there.
You know what's funny? We're all using Zoom. There's a bunch of us on there. Video. Hey, wait a second. What the fuck just happened? You all got a spy cam at your fucking workstation now in your house.
The Delta variant, the UK recorded 30.
There's 11 cases of the Lambda variety in Canada. There's 11 cases of the. I don't know which letter Lambda is. No, I really don't. I told you were stupid. We're going to use Greek letters. Why? How the fuck does that help anyone? It doesn't help the Greeks either because you're just randomly assigning letters. You're not giving it a Greek name or translating the name to Greek. You could just use the number system, which is sort of based on noting the differences in the genome and shit, or at least what order they were first identified in. So parvovirus B19 was named that because they have these plastic trays that hold like several hundred samples, and in row B, column 19, they found parvovirus B19, one of the smallest viruses in existence. It's only 5,000 base pairs long.
Speaking to
Yeah, it's a sneaky little bastard. Gets right in your bloodstream.
a large amount of blood when officers located the male.
Here at the scene near Britannia and Terry Fox Way, I spoke with Portia, who had been called by a neighbor to
That's
get
why
up
we
here as
walk
soon as she
like
could.
that.
She
That's
says
why
the
we
man
walk
died
like
as a
that.
father in his late 20s.
We pretend
and
it's
also
Snoop Dogg, but
tenant
Snoop Dogg
and contractor.
actually was inspired by Terry Fox.
And he sent me the pictures this morning, but I'm calling him, but there's no answer. And I asked him if he loves Jesus, and he said yes.
Police have nothing to share for now
What?
about why this man was killed. No one arrested, no suspect
He's
descriptions
probably a
so
dumbass.
far.
Oh, am I callous and
This
heartless?
saga, I'm
I
Mark
guarantee you
Douglas.
did it to
Gas
yourself.
prices in cottage country traffic next.
How do I know that, officer? By the way it has.
Find your perfect piece at the grand opening weekend of Mo's Home, today until Sunday. Save 15% on all regular price furniture and design.
To know the threshold of, let's call it empathy or compassion for your pets. I believe it's a very, very strong, compelling force in our lives. And wanting to do something, going above and beyond the call of duty. As I say, raging river. Any kind of jeopardy that the animal may be placed in. You would defend your animal from, say, an attack by a predator that might also do you harm.
That's your fault
How many people have, taken on a bear because their dog got engaged? 870-6400 is the number to weigh in here quickly, just out of curiosity.
But pit bulls are fucking evil and need to be euthanized, even though they're not a breed and aren't a genetically defined thing. And the people who decide it for the courts are vets. And you say, what's wrong with that? Veterinarians do not breed dogs. They don't know what one breed is from another. It's got nothing to do with the fucking job. Do you know what a breed is? It's nothing.
All the people with brown hair, that's the brown hair breed of people. All the people with that funny thing on your pinky toe where the nail kind of sticks out, that little piece, that's people with the little funny nail thing breed of people. Remember, they had the drunken attorney general that killed a cyclist and got off the charges because, oh, there was no reasonable prospect of a conviction, so we just dropped it. Oh, yeah, well, if you're going to drop it, there is no reasonable prospect of a conviction, is there? Oh, that attorney general was the one that swore in those new rules regarding that breed that doesn't exist of pit bulls. Nope, doesn't exist. It's not a breed. Oh, there's one breed with it in the name, American Pit Bull Terrier. You want to know what's hilarious? It's not included in the pit bull legislation, as far as I can read it. So, oh yeah, we got the rainbow colors. So this is concrete gray. Some people are going to want the blue. Some people are going to want the red. Police are going to steal both of them. The black cop's going to steal the green one because it's like weed. And then some niggas is out in the street like concrete. Oh, I was
So restrictions may apply.
off by one station.
J'ai cherché la paille, mais je ne l'ai pas trouvée. Le petit détail qui m'aurait fait renoncer.
Oh, this Oh, it is. This one's good. So, look at the silly plastic thing this comes in. It's so the workers aren't touching vinyl, they're touching cellophane. Polyethylene. That's all it is. They're less likely to get cancer touching this one than this one. This type of music's why the Québécois drive so goddamn fast. Little white Volkswagen GTI with no fucking license plate on the front. This is what he's listening to. Tailgating you, he's got the front wheels on your back bumper saving fuel. Yeah, I mean, it's like you ever let one thing slip and then everything else that day slipped ahead one notch, and when you woke up, you were 2 notches behind? That's basically what going on. Look at this silly plastic music. The only reason I need this is so I can order these later when this guy disappears. See, I wouldn't say they're dirty, but like there's the whatever. 6 months ago, this got made in a factory in China. It's been on a boat on the Ever Given ever since.
C'était l'heure des bilans, Ramil, pour ce qui est du Canadien de Montréal, qui bien sûr a perdu en finale de la Coupe Stanley cette semaine, un peu plus tôt cette semaine. Et on a su qu'un membre du Canadien de Montréal quittait l'organisation pour prendre la barre d'une équipe américaine.
Effectivement, il s'agit de Joël Bouchard. On le connaît peut-être un peu moins au Canadien de Montréal dans l'équipe première, mais il quitte en effet l'organisation. Il a annoncé aujourd'hui. C'est l'entraîneur-chef en fait du Rocket de Laval, club école dans la Ligue américaine, LAH, qui va prendre la barre des Eagles de San Diego. Cette équipe est la filiale des Ducks d'Anaheim en Californie. Donc il a décidé, dit-il, de relever un nouveau défi et partir essayer sa chance là-bas. Son contrat avec le Rocket, qu'il dirigeait quand même depuis 3 ans, était arrivé à échéance. Et son complice de toujours, Del Jacob, qui agissait comme entraîneur adjoint à Laval, l'accompagne aussi en Californie. Bouchard a précisé qu'il a toujours eu une bonne relation avec le directeur général du Canadien, Marc Bergevin, et l'entraîneur-chef par intérim, Dominique Bouchard. Joël Bouchard a également été le directeur général, il faut le souligner, de l'équipe nationale junior du Canada pendant 2 ans. Cette équipe a remporté une médaille d'or au championnat du monde en 2018 et aussi une médaille d'argent en 2017. C'est vrai aussi que tous les joueurs qui ont des divers contrats avec le Canadien de Montréal font le bilan de leur saison et réajustent leur contrat pour la suite des événements.
Bon, toujours au hockey, triste nouvelle, un ancien défenseur du Canadien, justement, Brian Watson, qui est décédé à l'âge de 78 ans.
C'est une nouvelle qui vient de tomber il y a quelques minutes. En fait, c'est un ancien défenseur et entraîneur aussi, Brian Bugsy Watson, qui a disputé 56 de ses 877 matchs dans la Ligue nationale du hockey avec le Canadien de Montréal. C'est un porte-parole des Capitals de Washington qui a annoncé en fait cette nouvelle aujourd'hui. C'est un natif de Bancroft en Ontario. Aussi un ontarien. Watson a joué aussi pour Montréal, Détroit, Auckland, Pittsburgh, Saint-Louis, Washington dans une carrière.
So I can say it in French. I can't say it in English, right? Because there's an A in there. You fucking ass. Never mind.
City Sports of Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here is Alex 60.
And Caitlin Dennis Shapovalov showed tremendous fight today, but he came up
lors de leur première saison dans la LNH. Et là, il a dirigé Wayne Gretzky, le jeune Wayne Gretzky, lors de 18 premières parties de la saison.
Et bien sûr, Amine, vous suivrez pour nous en fin de semaine, dimanche, la finale de l'Euro 2020 entre l'Italie et l'Angleterre.
Ça, c'est, j'allais dire qu'il the
bears are only this big and they can't reach the food. They don't eat spin cookies, they eat regular cookies. That's why they're big as bears.
Ils ne sont jamais rencontrés à ce stade de la compétition et j'ajouterais que c'est la deuxième grande finale de l'histoire pour
numbers match. It says 1. This one says 1-2. That doesn't always happen.
Ils ont gagné la finale de la Coupe du Monde. C'était il y a des lustres en 1966. Et là, ils ont la chance peut-être d'accrocher à leur vitrine des trophées l'Euro. Mais pour ce qui est de l'Italie, ça va être leur 4e finale à l'Euro. Et on sait qu'ils ont déjà gagné 4 fois la Coupe du Monde. Donc, côté expérience et palmarès, ça pèse un peu du côté italien, mais on ne sait jamais avec le public derrière les Anglais.
Les Angleterres!
Leur soif et leur faim, tout peut arriver.
Pardonnez-moi.
Ça sera la folie, bien sûr, si peu importe laquelle des deux équipes gagne, de toute façon. On sait que si l'Italie gagne, ça va passer sur la
mouth pussy. I'm in French and merch. I'll kick you in the goddamn shin.
Pour amener plus tard. Il est 16h48 minutes. En chanson, on écoute le rappeur québécois d'origine congolaise, JK, qui présente son tout premier album aujourd'hui. C'est un album qui est déjà en écoute intégrale gratuite sur audio et sur ici-musique.ca. C'est tout chaud, ça vient tout juste de sortir aujourd'hui. Le premier extrait qui vient aussi avec un vidéo
holding it upside down. I don't want water spots and minerals in it.
Bye bye de JK.
So I got these 2 and a white one, and I know I didn't pay for any of them, and no, they're not stolen. Can you hear that static? This is all I can hear.
si je me projette. Façon, je suis ni prophète. Je peux pas m'empêcher d'y penser, de peser le pour et le contre. Je peux pas m'empêcher de repenser à quand y'avait rien dans le corps. Je sens la paix sur le terrain, que celui qui la porte. J'ai ouvert mon cœur une fois. Et je sais qu'un jour je partirai, même si ma vie n'est pas finie, car y'a des ennemis parmi eux. Et je sais qu'un jour je partirai, même si ma vie n'est pas finie, personne dira que j'étais pas heureux. Peut-être qu'un jour je leur dirai bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye. Peut-être qu'un jour je leur dirai bye.
I still didn't move the fucking clock, but I did get the fan put up there. It's right here, right here.
Bye 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 bye, peut-être que je chanterai bye bye, bye bye, bye 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 bye. Et je remercie ceux qui me tendent de la peur, sans rien attendre en retour, qui ont pas attendu que je pleure pour témoigner de mon parcours. Et tout ce qui monte de redescendre, donc je m'attache pas à l'éphémère, un peu trop solitaire car je suis un téméraire. Et un jour je leur dirai bye, je finirai comme Kobe, je déposerai le micro. Bye, car j'aurai accompli le plus haut des niveaux. Je leur dirai bye quand mon cœur n'aura plus de place pour encaisser. Je leur dirai bye quand la plupart de mes proches m'ont blessé.
I had $2 in my pocket.
Je leur dirai bye quand ma mission sera accomplie sur cette terre.
I had a first world problem. My life is actually relatively good compared to most of the world. I try to remember that. Boom, baby, bye, bye. Now, the English speakers that are listening to this never listen to a Cypress Hill song in their life or Fuji's track, except for the one with the submarine. Everybody wear the mask because they want to be a cowboy. Go get your drum, boy. I got the Uzi at the house.
Bye bye. Vous trouverez l'album en entier en écoute intégrale sur icimusique.ca et sur l'application de Radio-Canada Audio. Il s'est passé quelque chose d'historique hier soir. Vous savez, on avait suivi ça de près toute la semaine. Bien sûr, l'Assemblée des Premières Nations qui devait élire un nouveau chef ou une nouvelle chef. Ben, ça a été une nouvelle chef finalement qui a été élue. Et si c'est historique, ben, c'est que c'est la première femme qui est élue à la tête de l'Assemblée nationale des Premières Nations. C'est Roseanne Archibald qui a été élue. Elle a dévoilé ce matin les priorités de son mandat. C'est une Ontarienne d'ailleurs. On en parle avec notre journaliste Zachary. Bonjour Zachary.
Bonjour Marjorie.
Bien sûr, les recherches sur les sites d'anciens pensionnats pour autochtones figurent au sommet de la liste des priorités de cette nouvelle chef.
Oui, voilà.
maintenant.
Elle a commencé à dévoiler son plan pour les 100 premiers jours de son mandat. C'est il faut retrouver nos enfants sur les sites.
Oh, so the Taliban already took over Afghanistan. No, I know they did before, but they took it back. Yeah, what the fuck were we doing there? What was the point in that?
C'est ce qu'elle a dit, comme je le disais, en conférence de presse lors de sa première allocution, disons, depuis hier soir.
I am 38.
Officielle, où est-ce qu'elle présentait vraiment son plan d'action.
18 years ago, or sorry, 20 years ago, I was 18. Right, that's the usual standard age. You can enroll yourself into the army.
Il y a des recherches qui se préparent sur d'autres terrains dans les
prochains mois et années. You think I wasted the last 20 years? I think you wasted the last 20 years. I think I paid for it.
Et on comprend donc que veiller à ce que
a whole bunch of dead women in Afghanistan that would argue they paid for it.
La priorité numéro 1 de Roseanne Archibald durant son mandat. L'autre priorité de la chef, Marjorie, les appels à l'action. D'abord, ceux de la Commission de vérité et réconciliation du Canada qui a été menée en 2015. Il y a 94 appels à l'action qui sont ressortis de
Roseanne living in a trailer, but she's not trailer trash. It's the tribal law, the band,
aussi de services d'aide à l'enfance.
The band government office.
Et l'Assemblée des Premières Nations suit de près ces appels à l'action-là.
And she works at the plastic factory that makes these things. It's the same as that measuring cup I showed you. Oh, yes, it is.
Au goût de la nouvelle chef, Roseanne Archibald. Elle veut presser le gouvernement fédéral à cet effet. Et ce sera la même chose pour les recommandations.
I just wondered, it's a machine, this piece and this piece. It's 2 plastic parts, 1 metal pin, and 2 springs.
Troisième élément sur lequel je veux attirer votre attention, Marjorie, c'est la crise climatique. Et je vais laisser la chef Roseanne Archibald parler à cet effet.
We're seeing wildfires in BC that are razing whole communities to the ground. We have to take action. Our Earth is trying to tell us something.
Raised means
On
to
doit
the ground.
prendre action. La Terre, elle essaie de nous dire quelque chose. C'est ce que dit Roseanne Archibald.
So you've had a long time to go do something about what's happening in the woods out there.
Brûle en Colombie-Britannique.
I don't feel sorry for you. The only reason forest fires are a problem is for people that live in the woods who want the trees right next to their house for some reason and don't want anybody to water anything ever. Leave all that dead wood on the ground. I like it there. Why? They can't answer. It's like some sort of weird autism thing.
Finalement, l'élection s'est déroulée.
Not legitimate autism. It's like some weird.
350 Premières Nations sur plus de 500 ont pris part
I
aux
feel
5
sorry
tours
for
de
you. I don't feel sorry for none of you.
Bon, je le disais,
You want to know what happens? You don't die of the fire. You die of CO, carbon monoxide, or smoke inhalation before it ever gets to you.
Oui, voilà, il faut le dire, Marjorie.
If somehow you could still breathe, the heat would rise so intensely, so quickly. The trees, the fire doesn't go from tree to tree to tree. It shoots across the top, and the trees go boom! The sap inside boils so fast, it blows the bark off and the tree explodes. Like a steam explosion. It is a steam explosion.
Finalement, elle a beaucoup parlé en fait de ce changement de paradigme-là. Il faut le dire, là, elle l'a répété et répété. Mais ultimement, elle ne veut pas que ce soit la seule chose qu'on se souvienne de son parcours non plus. Elle dit « J'ai mérité ma place essentiellement pour les courses. »
While my gender is important, it is not why I was elected. It is the 31 years of experiences at every political level that has gotten me here.
Is important.
Donc, si mon genre est important, ce n'est pas pourquoi j'ai été élu.
You just misogynized every woman and minimized all the hell. Stop bitching about speaking English. My language got stolen. You're gonna say dumb shit every time you use it. Just say the dumb shit and let everybody deal with it.
Dans le nord de l'Ontario, à l'âge seulement de 23 ans, et juste avant d'être la première femme à être chef nationale de l'Assemblée des Premières Nations, elle était la première femme à être chef régional de l'Ontario. Pour les groupes, ouais, voilà, donc plusieurs plafonds d'heure qui ont été brisés l'un après les autres. Et pour Lynn Crew, la directrice générale de l'Association des femmes autochtones, l'élection de femmes à la tête de l'APN est un symbole important, mais qui arrive un peu tard.
The Haitian police killed 4 people and caught 2 more, referring to them as mercenaries and noting that they speak Spanish.
C'est grave qu'on est quand même rendu en 2020 et puis c'est la première femme qui arrive à ce poste-là.
C'est
Vincent, historique. Et on aurait dû arriver là il y a déjà longtemps, mais là pour celles qui vont vouloir entrer en politique. Possiblement, ça les encourage un peu de dire que oui, il y a des changements et oui, moi aussi, je peux le faire.
Un modèle donc pour les d'autres futurs chefs, peut-être selon Lynn Crew, mais un modèle.
Because there's this huge career, so there's a shortage of chefs.
Comment a-t-elle réagi à l'élection de Roseanne Archibald?
Bien, plusieurs organisations politiques autochtones l'ont salué. Même chose du côté des partis
principal on a fucking 50s
notamment qui l'a félicité.
TV show Archibald
a travaillé avec elle pour faire avancer les priorités des Premières Nations et la réconciliation, sentiment qui est partagé par le NPD, Parti conservateur et Parti vert du Canada notamment.
Merci beaucoup, Zachary Routier, pour ce compte-rendu. À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Et si c'est un sujet qui vous intéresse, je vous invite aussi à lire notre article à ce sujet sur radiocanada.ca/Ontario. Le titre d'ailleurs fait référence à ce que Zachary l'égalité avant la réconciliation. Ce sont les donc qui sont dans la mire de Roseanne Archibald. Ce sont les propos de la nouvelle chef de l'Assemblée des Premières Nations. Restez à l'écoute de comme d'habitude. En dernière heure d'émission, on va vous donner tous les détails, tout ce que vous devez savoir par rapport à la réouverture de l'Ontario, par rapport au passage à la 3e étape de déconfinement à partir de vendredi prochain. On vous dira tout ce qui sera possible de faire et je vous donnerai aussi tous les détails météo pour le week-end. Un beau samedi qui s'en vient en Ontario avec des températures autour de 26. À tout de suite.
Okay, so I'm not going to last long. I'm trying to listen to this. I'm not the French station. The news today, there's nothing.
À 18h, on fait le point sur l'essentiel à retenir aujourd'hui. Le téléjournal Ontario, ici Radio-Canada Télé.
21 moins 4, 17. Why are you telling us what started an hour ago? There's 4 minutes left in this show. You should really tune in.
Comment est accueillie cette décision? L'heure du monde. Aujourd'hui 18h, Maritime 19h.
Oh, how slow I was. If I started thinking I want to hear that show again, 6 days from now I'd be like, maybe I'll just tune in on the same day and time and see what happens. La nouvelle, les infos.
Aujourd'hui, au Radio-Journal, notre envoyé spécial est en Haïti. Il fera le point sur l'enquête concernant l'assassinat du président. Des confinements plus tôt que prévu, les Ontariens auront plus de liberté dès la semaine prochaine.
Sur la première élection au cinéma.
Et le Canadien de Montréal dresse le bilan
You're
de sa
speaking
saison.
French. You don't make statements like that so lightly in French, motherfucker. You have more liberties today than yesterday. Really? What did I miss a fucking referendum?
Bonjour, ici Naïla Bendali. La police et l'armée en Colombie ont confirmé qu'au moins 17 anciens militaires colombiens sont soupçonnés d'être impliqués dans l'assassinat du président haïtien Jovenel Moïse. Les autorités colombiennes n'ont pas divulgué d'informations sur le nombre d'années passées par les suspects dans l'armée, ni les raisons pour lesquelles ils l'ont quitté. Et pendant ce temps, l'enquête se
The
poursuit.
thing with a waste man is you don't waste your time wasting waste man, because that makes you a waster man than the waste man. In the first fucking place.
Jean-Michel, qu'en est-il des derniers développements?
No, I mean, still.
Vous avez parlé de la Colombie qui prend l'affaire très au sérieux puisque le président a ordonné le déplacement en Haïti du directeur de la DNI,
You should have stuck to packaging, dumbass.
Et de la police colombienne également. Les États-Unis également parce qu'il y avait deux
Hide
ressortissants qui
behind
avaient la
some
double
shadow
nationalité haïtienne
stories.
et américaine. Donc la Maison-Blanche elle-même a annoncé qu'il y aurait des responsables du FBI
Les
et du
Colombiens
DHS qui vont
blancs.
arriver à Port-au-Prince pour essayer
Parlons
d'aider les
l'espagnol.
enquêteurs haïtiens à faire la lumière là-dessus. Et c'est ce que veulent les
You don't sound
Haïtiens
like
parce
Colombians
qu'ils sont
anymore
pas
either, does it?
qu'on aboutisse nulle part.
Hey, bro, were these like the German style blonde hair, blue eyed, or were these the American style blonde hair, blue eyed? Because it's not the same.
Extrêmement violentes et 26 d'entre elles sont colombiennes. Pourquoi des Colombiens? Y a-t-il un lien avec le narcotrafic? Ce ne sont pas les manières de procéder des cartels colombiens, c'est clair, on ne s'attaque pas aux politiciens, on préfère garder un profil très très bas. Et puis il y a la possibilité aussi, on se demande, les Haïtiens aimeraient savoir si c'est une question de politique intérieure, s'agit-il d'une tentative de coup d'État? Alors voilà, ce sont des grands points d'interrogation.
Oui, bien sûr. Notre envoyé spécial en Haïti, Jean-Michel Leprince, merci
Might
beaucoup.
be ideal.
De rien.
Might be ideal. for
Maintenant,
certain
le sort de
types of
milliers
stories.
d'Afghans qui ont aidé les Américains sur le terrain demeure en suspens au lendemain de la confirmation par le président Joe Biden du retrait des troupes américaines d'Afghanistan d'ici la fin de l'été. Les États-Unis ont promis l'asile à ces milliers de collaborateurs, surtout des interprètes, mais le processus administratif s'étire et pourrait ne
And if
pas
the
être
pressure builds up
terminé avant
inside
la
for
fin
some
du retrait
reason, a little
américain.
pop off.
Hugo Lavallée
If
nous
the
en dit
pressure
davantage.
drops for some reason, it'll suck air in. Eventually it will.
The walls, people with long beards.
Shirin Abgad-Jafari a été parmi les
Skins.
premiers à
Did you
travailler
just
comme
say skins?
interprète
What
pour les
do you call
forces
them?
américaines
Yeah,
sur le terrain en Afghanistan, ce qui lui a
breed.
valu d'être pris pour cible.
When we were running away, one of them shot at us and they killed my father.
Des talibans ont attaqué ma famille, dit-il. Ils ont tué mon
Pourquoi
père. Il
les
craint d'être lui-même assassiné s'il reste en Afghanistan. Et les histoires du genre déchirantes
Why are
ne
you
sont
in
pas
Libya,
des cas isolés.
stupid?
Quelques 18 000 alliés afghans et leurs familles attendent de pouvoir immigrer aux États-Unis. Jusqu'à présent, seuls 2500 visas ont été émis. Le président Biden reconnaît lui-même qu'il faut accélérer le processus.
I think the whole process has to be speeded up, period. In terms
So
of
I'm
being able to get
thinking,
these visas.
Le Canada doit aussi faire sa
the
part.
type of
Les
chain
trois
is
anciens
fine enough for
généraux dans
this
une lettre
loop
ouverte
because it's not
qui
that
rappelle que
big.
les forces canadiennes ont elles-mêmes eu recours à des interprètes afghans durant leur mission. David Morrow, qui a combattu en Afghanistan, espère qu'Ottawa s'activera.
How'd that go for you? Oh, you fought in a war where you just walked away, eh? You realize when you have a street fight and you run away, the other gang tells people they won that fight, and technically they're correct.
Dans des pays tiers, explique la Maison-Blanche, qui se montre toutefois avare de détails. Ici Hugo
You
Lavallée,
stop them? They're
Radio-Canada,
pretty close,
Washington.
but then they ran away. Close enough.
Maintenant, les Ontariens auront plus de liberté d'ici une semaine. Le gouvernement Ford devance la 3e étape de son déconfinement au 16 juillet, soit 5 jours plus tôt que prévu. Dès vendredi prochain, les clients seront par exemple les bienvenus à l'intérieur des bars et des restaurants. Myriam et
So the reason I haven't robbed any dispensaries yet, these people lose $80 million a year. Me robbing them would actually help them out because some of the losses wouldn't have been their fault. Like on a financial statement, they'd be we lost this much to theft and probably like goes along with the cost of business. It's like in the category of insurance.
Le 16 juillet sera donc un jour très attendu des Ontariens.
Insurance and mutual funds
Mais le
are
docteur Kieran
subscriptions.
Moore, médecin hygiéniste en chef de la province, fait preuve d'un optimisme prudent.
While we're making great progress, certainly the pandemic is not yet over.
Il souligne que la situation sanitaire peut changer rapidement alors que les espaces fermés seront plus fréquentés et que l'automne approche. Les salles de concert et de théâtre seront autorisées à reprendre leurs activités,
Bitch, we
mais
just
elles
got
auront
in
des
the summer.
capacités d'accueil limitées. Les festivals, musées, parcs d'attractions et casinos, entre autres, pourront accueillir le public avec une capacité sabrée de moitié à l'intérieur. Une capacité de 75% sera permise à l'extérieur. Les rassemblements sociaux et les événements publics organisés à l'extérieur, un maximum de 100 personnes seront permis. À l'intérieur, ils seront limités à 25. Ici Myriam Medaya, Radio-Canada, Toronto.
Pensionnats, femmes autochtones disparues, racisme, des défis de taille attendent la nouvelle grande chef de l'Assemblée des Premières Nations. Roseanne Archibald a présenté ses priorités au lendemain de son élection. Elle a affirmé que de retrouver les enfants sur les sites d'anciens pensionnats figure en tête de liste. La première femme à la tête de l'APN entend aussi presser le gouvernement fédéral pour qu'il donne suite aux appels à l'action de la Commission de vérité et de réconciliation, ainsi que ceux de l'enquête nationale sur les femmes et les filles autochtones disparus et assassinés. Sport.
So if you're just learning French,
C'était un jour de bilan pour le
it's
Canadien
not
de
B, it's
Montréal,
B,
2 jours après
Zach,
son
dot,
élimination en
because there's a
finale de la
vowel,
Coupe
S
Stanley
space
contre
a
le
vowel. The
Lightning
next
de
word
Tampa
starts
Bay.
with a vowel.
Les
You
joueurs et les
enunciate the
dirigeants
S
du
like you would in
tricolore
English.
ont commenté cette saison hors norme, marquée par la pandémie et qui a surpassé les attentes des partisans. Mathieu Bellumeur a préparé ce reportage.
That was crazy, crazy ride for sure. I mean,
Une saison complètement folle. C'est en ces mots
He's
que
a
l'entraîneur-chef
francophone. Why are you translating? If he's choosing to speak English,
Une saison qui aura permis à l'équipe de s'améliorer, dit Dominique Ducharme.
on veut prendre ça, s'en servir pour donner le meilleur. Et puis, finir le travail.
I know we used to scream about the black people on this. There's no black people on the show. There's black people on the show, but they're actually white people. The black people on the show, but they ain't getting credit. The black people on the show get credit, but get shitty lines. I'm all about who the francophones are.
Le joueur québécois Philippe Danault fait un bilan positif de sa saison. Sans contrat
That's how
pour
you
l'an
know he's
prochain,
not a
il dit ne pas
psychopath.
encore avoir abordé la question
He
de
mentions
son
his
avenir à
mother when it's
Montréal avec son
convenient to
agent.
big people
Avant
like
d'ajouter
him.
ceci.
J'adore Montréal, Canadien, toujours, c'est le cœur, c'est sûr. Puis on est très ouvert.
Marc Bergevin affirme vouloir qu'il reste à
My
Montréal.
philosophy, it took me an
48 heures
hour to
après la
get this joint
conclusion de la
rolled, means
saison,
it lasted
la
an
défaite
extra
fait
hour.
toujours mal.
That hurts, and it's tough to swallow.
C'est dur à avaler, dit Jeff Petrie. Ça faisait 28
Can
ans que
we
le Canadien
sample that,
n'avait pas
please?
joué en finale de la Coupe
All you gotta
Stanley.
do is make a playlist,
L'attaquant
pick the
Nick
video,
Suzuki
set the
souhaite
start and stop
remettre ça
time to the
plus tôt
clip.
que tard.
We want to get back to where we were and eventually win a
Play through the whole
championship.
Nous
playlist and
voulons
record it with some
reprendre
other
là où
device.
nous avons laissé, dit-il, et éventuellement gagner le championnat. Ici Mathieu Bellumeur, Radio-Canada, Montréal.
Au tennis,
That hurt,
le
it was
parcours
hard
du
to
Canadien
swallow.
Denis Shapovalov a pris fin en demi-finale au tournoi de Wimbledon. L'Ontarien s'est incliné en 3 manches
I
face
give
au
a
numéro
fuck
1
about
mondial,
that.
Novak Djokovic.
But I'm really
Voici
close
le
to
compte-rendu
finishing
d'Antoine
rolling this
Théa.
joint. Damn it.
Novak Djokovic était tout simplement trop fort. Denis Shapovalov a joué un très bon match, mais il en faut encore
Oh,
plus.
by the
pour
way,
le numéro un
Surgeon
mondial.
General says
Le
cigarettes
Canadien
will
a eu ses
fucking
chances,
kill
mais
you.
lors des points importants, son rival a tout simplement été supérieur. Le Serbe a sauvé 10 des 11
I'm inclined to believe it because I'd sooner keep smoking than quit.
minutes d'effort. Shapovalov a
That,
rendu les
that
armes.
withdrawal is going to kill me. We're going to kill somebody. Probably won't be me. Somebody's going to die. Probably the poor bastard at the gas station.
You could see that he was emotional, and we're going to see a lot of him in the future, definitely.
Il était émotif, mais on le reverra dans le futur, a dit Djokovic, ajoutant que le
You're
match
so
avait été
strung
plus
out,
serré
you
que
guy
le
thinks you're
pointage
trying to
des
rob
équipes.
him, but you're not.
Pendant que Shapovalov tentera de se consoler avec son chèque de 805
They
000
know exactly what
canadiens.
they're doing.